Now let's deal with the colors of the coping here. They should really match the blue stone that we have on the seat walls. And so the easy way to do that is you can go into Plan View and select each one, cap, open it up, select blue stone, and follow your way to the next one. Again, making each changes as you go. Open that up, blue stone, and then I believe we also have a couple more here on the steps, so change those to the blue stone. Now I'm going to do this one here too, blue stone, and I believe the risers on this were also still the dimensional Sierra color, prairie color. So we're going to change those as well, and we'll change those to the limestone. So click on a wall, we go wall material, bang, we'll go limestone. Second one, again, we'll do that one. There, now we have a little more cohesive and better design. So let's go over, and what we're going to do is we're going to continue on with a little bit with the wall building tool, and we're going to build a planter on this side here. But let's just, for a moment now, let's say that there's a swale at the side of the house here, a slope that drops off. We can change that with our terrain tool. We just go into slope, and ideally I like to do this in plan view so that I keep things kind of organized and parallel. Now you're done. Run your arrow up like this, click again, and you've got an area. Now you can rotate this into place to straighten it if you want. I was not very straight on this one. Now in perspective, you'll see what has happened here. So it's really gone up here. It's like 10 foot high, which is totally unrealistic. So we can easily bring that down with this tool over here, and if we go to a drop of a 1 foot drop there, that's fairly realistic in a lot of cases. So let's go to build our planter, and we'll see what happens with the grade here on the planter. So we'll do a curved planter this time, and we'll zoom into the area so we can draw it properly. We'll go to building, retaining wall, and we'll start it from here. Now one of the things you want to make sure is you have your spline tool activated. That way you get a nice curved wall. And notice how it kind of smooths itself out as you go. And whenever you do need to go straight, hold your shift key down, and we'll go right up to the wall here, and we'll right click, and we can always make some adjustments afterwards with edit points. If you don't like the way this little curve turned out, you can always adjust that. Quick look in perspective view will show you that it is nicely dealt with the grade here, and we need to raise the height of our wall, obviously. So we're going to go wall material, options, elevation, and bring it up out of the ground. And we can decide how far we want to go. We might want to eventually tie this in to the step, and I'll show you how we do that in just a second. So now we've got the entire planter set up again. Again, we want to change our cap to bluestone, and we want to change our wall material over to the limestone. And now we've got, again, something that matches very nicely. Now if we want to build a little wall that continues on here, we can either match it into the step or do it alongside. Let's try and match it into the step here. In order to do that, I'd go over to plan view, and I'd zoom right in so that you can see what you're doing, I go to Options, Edit Points, and want to insert points. We're going to need some extra points to make the turn, so we'll go like so. We'll make sure our straight tool is on now instead of our spline, and we'll start working on getting this to match up here. We'll go like so, and then hold our shift key down so we're a little bit, make sure we're going to go straight. There. Now we've got our wall built on top of that step. That looks pretty decent. Might want to bring it in a little bit just so that we're not encroaching on the woodwork of the door. And edit point, we can always, if we need to, we can always slide the door over a bit too. And that of course depends on the actual job.